Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PWR Episode 5. I am your solo commentator, Michael Anthony, and we are on the fast lane to our inaugural pay-per-view, New Beginning. One more episode after this episode, and then the one after that is going to be our inaugural pay-per-view. And this one episode tonight is no shortage of amazing. We have two first-time, big-time matchups as a double main event. But as for tonight, we are going to start off with a tag team match between Jason Vance and Dan Backslide versus DIE. And in terms of the PWR mini tag team tournament, we've already seen Club 33 and Jarnold and Janitor compete in matches against Mike Bush and Mario Romero, and now it's time to see what DIE has to bring to the table, while Jared Jackson and Gunner will make their tag team debut at New Beginning in the mini tournament. And speaking of championship, it's what all New Beginning is all about. Crowning, I'm stumbling over my words, I am excited tonight, but crowning our first champions of PWR. So tonight we can announce our last competitor into the Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the PWR Interpromotional Championship. We have Alexander Henry, Robert Martyr, and DREAM Dream in the match already, so it's already a stacked match. And now we can add either Chase Dunn or Mike Bush to the mix, as tonight our final interpromotional match qualifier is Chase Dunn versus Michael Bush. And then after that we have a big time debut. Max Harleton debuts in PWR. The voice of the Dreamers is going to face one of our top talents. He's going to face Katsuki Hiro in the midway point of our show tonight. And then after that, it's one of our two main events tonight. Orion James versus Lido Deck in semi-final action for the PWR World Championship Tournament. Whoever wins this match goes on to be in the finals match to be crowned as the inaugural PWR World Champion. And as well, the last semi-finals match tonight is our main event. Aaron Slade versus Rob Kamen. An absolute dream match. Surprising neither of these two have faced each other before, but they're about to go down tonight. Whoever wins goes to the finals match and could be crowned the PWR World Champion. Now let's take you to the ring for our opening match. DIE versus Dan Backslide and Jason Vance. Now here comes a man showered by booze, and unfortunately I think you're going to hear a lot of booing in this match, as all four gentlemen, save for maybe Dan Backslide, the crowd don't entirely like, especially Jason Vance. As I have mentioned before, he is a master at just angering the crowd by being cocky. Now we've only seen him in singles competition, and so have we for Dan Backslide, excuse me. But tonight we get to see how well they team together. Both of these men, veterans of their game. Jason Vance has been wrestling for well on 20 years now, while Dan Backslide has been wrestling for well on 30 years. Jason Vance is a trainer in Team Wrestling 2.0, while Dan Backslide has chosen not to take on the skill of training people. Considerable age difference between these two. Jason Vance about 35, and Dan Backslide about 50. These two have faced just about every type of person in the business. However, I don't think they've quite encountered a tag team like DIE. Now here comes the aforementioned tag team DIE. Two of the strangest men on our roster, and that is certainly something to say considering our odd cast of wrestlers in our roster. You have Killian Walker in the back there, 6'8", 350 pounds. And then in the front, crawling on the ground there, is Mort Tamor, 6'5", about 240. Two very strange and terrifying human beings. As of late, they have been targeting Jared Jackson and Gunner, and attacking them after matches or during matches, ending their matches in disqualification. In the first episode, you had Gunner versus Killian Walker. Mort Tamor interrupted that and allowed Killian Walker to get the win. And then Gunner what am I saying? Not Gunner, Jared Jackson versus Mort Tamor. Excuse me, I keep stumbling over my words tonight. Jared Jackson versus Mort Tamor, and Killian Walker came in and attacked Jared Jackson behind the referee's back to allow Mort Tamor to get the victory. And then, most recently, Gunner and Jared Jackson had a match against each other as friendly competition, and then that ended in disqualification as Mort Tamor and Killian Walker beat the hell out of them. So we've seen quite a bit of these two. However, we have not seen them in tag team action, and that might be where they are most comfortable, as they are allowed to just double team whoever they want. Due to their actions, it's actually made Jared Jackson and Gunner a tag team, and we may be able to see them face each other in New Beginning. That is, if they win their respective matches. Now here we go, Jason Vance ready for this tag team action. DIE ready, of course, and they ring the bell. Now Mort Tamor, I would say, is easily the strangest person on this roster. All of his movements, all of his body movements, everything he does to distract his opponent is just bizarre. Now we see Jason Vance finding himself in the wrong corner here. Mort Tamor just slaps him straight across the face and jiggles his body in just an attempt to weird out Jason Vance. It seems to be working, as now Mort Tamor is getting a combination on Jason Vance, slapping him in the back of the head. Now Jason Vance is fighting back. Multiple chops to the chest, and what is that? Flailing about just to confuse Jason Vance, and he socks him straight in the face with a punch. Now Jason Vance is in the DIE corner, whipped into the corner, almost thrown, and oh jeez! Brutal double soul kick to the gut. Throws Jason Vance to the ground. Very smart tag team action by Killian Walker and Gunner, or not Gunner, excuse me, Mort Tamor. Splitting the ring in half and keeping Jason Vance solely on their side. He gets put back in the corner. Tag in Mort Tamor. Power slam by Killian Walker, and oh jeez! Mort Tamor using the beak of his plague mask as a weapon. You gotta wonder if that's legal. Pecking the hell out of Jason Vance. 1, 2. Kick out by Jason. Stomp by Mort Tamor. Make sure he stays down. Looks like he was going to strike him in the face or something, but Jason Vance takes him down and then elbow drops him. Another one. And a third one for good measure. The crowd still booing Jason Vance. A trifecta of elbows. Drop down. Leapfrog. Drop kick by Jason Vance. Beautiful drop kick. Well timed. Straight to the face. or the beak of Mort Tamor, rather. Now what's he setting up for here? Runs to him. If he is going to run to him, he runs to him. Monkey flip and... oh! Mort Tamor caught himself! And now look at this! He's pecking the air like a bird, and it's freaking out Jason Vance! And he tags in Dan Backslide. Mort Tamor is ready for action tonight, as you can see. Energized as ever. Now Dan Backslide, all business. Getting tagged in. Oh! Chop block to the knee of Mort Tamor. Dan Backslide, the most proficient submissions wrestler of our generation, or any generation, now targeting the leg of Mort Tamor. Perhaps he's doing that because Mort Tamor's finisher is a top rope corkscrew stunner. And I guess Dan Backslide figures if he takes out the leg, he cannot get to his finisher. Forearm to the face, followed up with a clothesline to the back of the head. Dan Backslide goes for the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Mort Tamor. Oh, look at this. Kip up by Mort Tamor and an enziguri to the gut of Dan Backslide. Gets him off the middle rope and gets him out of trouble. Now Dan Backslide is in trouble. Several forearms. Jumps in front of Jason Vance's face and follows up with a bulldog out of his own corner. And look at the excitement and energy coming out of Mort Tamor. Now he tags in Killian Walker, one of the biggest men on our roster. Spikes him down with a wheelbarrow facebuster. Now look at this. Oh, he's done this before to Gunner. He's just punching the side of his face. Gonna give Dan Backslide cauliflower ear with that. And he follows up with a straight knee to the cranium. Goes for the cover. Dan Backslide still kicks out at 2. Now look at this. Gut wrenching. Oh, look at that. A slamming maneuver. Not quite a power bomb. I'm not sure what to call that. He just threw around Dan Backslide. And look at this. He throws him back at Jason Vance to tell Jason Vance to tag himself back in. And oh my god. Double knife edge chop. Flattens Jason Vance. And a well-measured hip toss. As well as a chicken wing facebuster. And he takes out Dan Backslide just to make sure there's no interference. As he goes back in the corner and follows up with a running splash. Puts him back into the DIE corner. Tags in Mort. What could they be looking to do now? Oh, knee strike to the gut and knee strike to the face. Just manhandling Jason Vance, and I think, yes, he is. Oh God. He's going to poke out Jason Vance's eye as he just repeatedly pecked him in the face with his Plague Doctor mask. And now he's following up with the knee strikes. Going to the middle rope here. What could he be setting up for? Could he even make it that far? Oh, he does! Look at this Hurricane Rana from all the way across the ring. Irish whip to the ropes. Falls up with a calf kick to the face. Goes for the cover. 1, 2... Kick out. Killian Walker came in to make sure Dan Backslide doesn't step over those ropes. But doesn't matter as Jason Vance still kicked out. And now Mort Tamor is going to punish him with multiple knee strikes to the face. Honestly surprised Jason Vance isn't busted open from taking so many beak shots. And he takes out Dan Backslide. I believe Mort Tamor could be setting up for the end here. As He tags in Killian Walker, and yep, he's setting up the spine cracker. Tag team finisher by DIE. 1, 2, 3. Killian Walker gets the victory for DIE. Dominant display by Killian Walker and Mort Tamor to Jason Vance and Dan Backslide. If I were in the mini tag team tournament, I would be terrified, especially if I was Jarnold and Janitor, which is who they are facing in the first brackets of that mini tag team tournament in New Beginning. We could very well be seeing our first PWR tag team champions in New Beginning being DIE, as we just saw them absolutely manhandle two veterans of the business. However, up next, it's time to finally announce the last competitor being placed into the Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the Interpromotional Championship. Up next, we have our final match qualifier for that match, Mike Bush versus Chase Dunn. Let's take you to the ring for that action right now. From everyone in the last match getting booed, moving on to another wrestler who's going to get nothing but booed, the self-proclaimed headlock god. And personally, I really disliked Chase Dunn in our first episode, showing a massive display of disrespect to this sport by winning via low blow to Ethan Moda. However, his last match against Lido Deck, I was massively impressed, as he has shown that he is able to go the rounds in heavy competition. However, he still found himself unvictorious against the Concussion King Lido Deck. He still had an incredibly impressive showing, and even Anthony Paul was impressed as he placed him against Mike Bush in the interpromotional match qualifier tonight, giving Chase Dunn a second chance at a title. Now here comes Mike Bush, someone the crowd quite enjoys from beating up that scumbag Mario Romero. Now, last episode, Mike Bush finally got his revenge against Mario Romero for being such an awful tag team partner, and boy did I enjoy that display of him manhandling Mario Romero. Absolutely dominant display, sheer strength and athleticism from this amateur wrestling professional. And Anthony Paul believes that he deserves a chance at a title shot as compensation for Mario screwing him over so many times. And also, his dominant display against Mario is a show of Mike Bush's sheer skill. Mike Bush, ready as ever, with one of the sternest faces in this roster. He looks constantly angry, but he's just really serious about the sport. He's the type of person that you cannot mess around with in this ring, and Mario Romero is Exhibit A of that. Now is Chase Dunn going to be Exhibit B? Ring the bell. Oh, Chase Dunn playing around already. He's running on the outside, leading on Mike Bush. A chase of cat and mouse, and oh, running back elbow by Chase Dunn. And a headlock right off the bat. And the crowd, of course, is booing him because of the overusage of the headlock. And he's got really tight in. He's got Mike Bush down, but I don't think that's very smart to get somebody who's so proficient in amateur wrestling in a headlock. As you can see here, Mike Bush got out of it instantly. Oh, what's he looking to do? Oh, look at this psychological warfare by Mike Bush. As I was saying, don't play around with Mike Bush, as he is now headlocking the hell out of the headlock god, and he still gets out of it. Back elbow by Chase Dunn, and oh, he pissed off Mike Bush. Combination by Mike Bush makes Chase fall to the ground. Using his MMA experience, now switching back over to an amateur wrestling takedown. 1, 2, kick out. Very hard slam by Mike Bush. You can tell he's not throwing back anything as he throws Chase Dunn to the ground with that waist lift. Kick out at 2. Now he sits up. Chase Dunn, and he's just cranking at that neck. Mike Bush is really somebody you would be in trouble against in the ring, as he meets quite a lot of criteria for combat sports. Talking about amateur wrestling, of course. He has some MMA and boxing experience, as well as catch wrestling, so he also knows how to submit somebody quite easily. Oh, look at that. Double axe handle, but Chase Dunn punches him in the gut. And as well, Mike Bush also incorporates professional wrestling into his repertoire. But now Chase Dunn is getting the advantage here with a snapmare knee strike, followed up with a discus clothesline. Now he's going for broke, going for a second one. Another snapmare and another discus elbow. Not elbow, clothesline. And now look at this, back into a headlock. Pounds on his face with a punch, as he's got him in sublime position to just beat on him. Really wrenching that. Maybe he could get Mike Bush to give up. But no, Mike Bush gets out of it. Now look, this standing switch throws him face first into the mat. Incredibly quick maneuver by Mike Bush. Now, people who have been trained by Mike Bush in amateur wrestling before have said, within moments, you are suddenly on the ground if you are facing him. Jumping knee strike to the face. And as you could see with that standing switch just a few moments ago, he has an incredible amount of speed. Now, here we go. Oh, leaping shoulder block gets missed. And a European uppercut floors Mike Bush. He follows up with a knee strike of his own. Now Chase got him up, chop to the chest, another chop to the chest. Irish whip to the ropes. And a Lou Thesz press follows up with the punches to the face. Nothing clean or pretty here by Chase Dunn, as he is just a straight brawler. Now look at this, caught the gut kick. He's got the leg trapped. German suplex. Now he's following up with a professional wrestling maneuver. Gut wrench powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks out. Very skillful matchup between these two. Mike Bush getting advantage in a lot of these situations now. He's got Chase Dunn stunned. Oh my god! Discus clothesline turns Chase Dunn inside out. Now look at this, Chase Dunn gripping his chest. The ref is checking in on him. That gave a little bit of time there. 1, 2... Oh, Chase Dunn kicks out. I feel like Chase was possibly playing possum just so he had time to recover, and as you can see, he's getting up right now and just punches him in the face. Chase Dunn bending the rules to his advantage and follows up with a blitz of strikes and a drop salt. Chase Dunn incredibly hyped up now, adrenaline flowing through his veins. Running blockbuster hits. And he follows up with his new finishing maneuver, God's Plan. One, two, three. That's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now confirmed. The 4 competitors for the interpromotional title match at New Beginning: Robert Martyr, Alexander Henry, Dream, and this man, Chase Dunn. Good match from these 2 gentlemen. Not without bending the rules, of course. Well, now we can officially say what the full card is for New Beginning. At least all the championship matches have been confirmed. We have the mini tag tournament with the crowning tag team championship match, the PWR World Championship tournament with the 2 finalists who are going to be determined later tonight, and the fatal 4-way interpromotional title match between Chase, Robert, Alex, and Dream. Now up next, we have somebody who we could see become a title contender in the future, a veteran in this business right now. The voice of the Dreamers, Max Harleton, set to debut against Katsuki Hero up next. We're going to take you to the ring right now for this exciting debut. Here comes Katsuki Hero, a man that we've seen in 2 matches already in PWR before. One in our main event match of Episode 1, Robert Martyr versus Katsuki Hero. One hell of a long match and one hell of a war. Yet Katsuki Hero came up short against Robert Martyr. And then he faced Ethan Moda most recently in an opening match of Episode 3 and dispatched Ethan Moda quite easily, as Ethan Moda was only wrestling 3 matches in a row for the past 3 episodes, being the only person who has been in 3 episodes in a row. So Ethan was quite damaged, not at 100%. However, tonight, he is facing somebody completely at 100%. This is going to be a real test of skills, as he is facing the voice of the Dreamers, Max Harleton. Veteran in this business, incredibly skilled wrestler. Definitely has the potential to hold world championships in PWR. This is possibly scene changing for Max Harleton to be here on PWR. Max Harleton has appeared in such places as ROX, most recently having a killer match against the Ronin Okami. Now here he finds himself facing another wrestler well-versed in the Japanese style of wrestling, Katsuki Hero. Now here we get Sportsman's Circle of the Ring. Max Harleton tells him to come on, and Katsuki responds instantly with a European uppercut. And the European responds back from Max Harleton. Kick to the face and a kick again. Kick to the gut. Striking exchange already between these two. He follows up with a running face wash. Max Harleton went into a striking battle right off the bat with Katsuhiro. And as you can see from his matches with Ethan Moda and Robert Martyr, maybe not the smartest idea. But look at this. As Katsuhiro is a master of the chops, so is Max Harleton. Now look at this. Oh, he instantly slows down Max Harleton with that decapitator. And a kick to the back. Now look at this, draping, clubbing strikes to the face. Incredibly stiff strikes, all going straight to Max Harleton. Katsuhiro, very respectful wrestler, but the moment you disrespect him, he will put a hole in your chest with chops, and then he will break your neck with the shinderu, as we saw in his match against Ethan Moda. Now Max Harleton gets out of the headlock there. Snapmare by Max Harleton. Goes into the abdominal stretch. Working hold of his own. Trying to wear down Katsuhiro. Maybe he could get a tap here, but no, Katsuhiro gets out of it. Punch the gut in. Deep arm drag hip toss there. Kick to the gut. Sits up Max Harleton in a drop kick straight to the back of the neck. He goes for the cover. Kick out right at 2 by Max Harleton. Oh, look at this. He picks up Max Harleton to go for a move, but Max responds with a forearm. Several forearms. And, oh no, he misses the clothesline. Arm trap neckbreaker by Katsuhiro. Well scouted. Kick out at 2 still. And a cracking chop by Katsuhiro. And, oh, look at this. A kip up by Max Harleton. Several double axe handles, spear into the corner. Hypes up the crowd. Signature Max Harleton hip splash into the corner. Max Harleton, breath of fresh air, second wind. Now it's in Max Harleton's advantage as he nails him with that drop kick. Katsuki setting himself against the ropes. And a clothesline sends him over those ropes. Now Max Harleton looks like he could be setting up for a dive. He is. Vaulting body press takes out Katsuhiro. The crowd is going wild for Max Harleton. Now he's got Katsuhiro. He's near the LED board. And look at this. Oh my god, a drop kick sends Katsuhiro back first into that LED board. Has absolutely got to take out Katsuhiro's back. And now he knows it. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, kick out 2.5 by Katsuhiro. Throws him back to the ground as he was getting up. Max Harleton, what could he be setting up for here? Seems to be preparing himself for a running maneuver. Oh, misses the double axe handle. Look at this. STO by Katsuhiro. 2, kick out at 2, still. Now, Katsuhiro going up to the top. That's something we don't see often. Look at that diving chop to the forehead of Max Harleton. He throws him back in the ring. Goes for the cover. Kick out by Max Harleton. Seems like Katsuki just can't put down Max. Now he sits him up on his knee. He gets him up, kick to the chest, and a double backhand chop. Throws Max Harleton right in the middle of the ring. And look at this. Oh, jumping, spinning leg lariat. Oh, now he's setting up for a buzzsaw kick. He absolutely cracks Ethan Moto with it last time. Oh, look at that. Max Harleton blocks it. And a half-and-half suplex drills him onto the back of his neck. He's set in sublime position. Max Harleton looking for the running blockbuster, and he hits it. Now he could be setting up for the end here. Now look at this. Oh! And that is it. Max damage hit. And that was the end of it. Max Harleton winning his debut against one of our most skilled competitors on our roster. Impressive victory with the max damage. Alright, as we continue on from the debut of this massive superstar, we are going to go to a halftime break, an intermission. If you need to go get food, go get drink because you ran out, you can go right ahead. If you need a bathroom break, you can go right ahead because we will be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back from the break, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our first of our two main events. One of the two semi-final matches that are left in the tournament. It is Orion James versus Lido Deck. Now here comes Orion James. First he defeated Jason Vance to advance to the second bracket. And then he defeated Jose Carter to advance to this match. Now, Jose Carter unfortunately parted his ways from our show. But nonetheless, tonight he is facing somebody he has not faced before, the Lido Deck, and likewise for Lido. Impressive wrestler, incredibly skilled, high-flying technician, meeting brutal cruiserweight striker in the Lido Deck. And now here comes the Concussion King, Lido Deck. He's had a dominant run so far in this tournament, having absolutely manhandled Joe Diaz in the first episode, and then going to war with Chase Dunn in the main event of episode 3 and coming out victorious. Of course, some people would argue that Chase Dunn should be in this position right now, as it did seem that he had him pinned for the 1-2-3, but Anthony Paul came out and said it was too close of a call and to restart the match. As you can see on the back of his shirt, it says, "Twitter turned me heel." Maybe that's to be a little bit of a psychological warfare against Orion James, as we know from his match against Jose Carter, Orion James originated on the Twitter side of this community. And as a lot of us know, Twitter doesn't exactly like Lido, and Lido doesn't exactly like Twitter. There we go, ring the bell. Circling the ring, sizing each other up. Oh, right into the collar elbow tie-up. Orion James not messing around. They go against the ropes. Clean break between these two. Oh, looks like Orion James was pointing at him for a second, but Lido Deck went straight into the collar elbow and pushes him against the ropes. Oh, and look at that! Punch to the face by Lido Deck. Something you don't quite see from him very often. Usually we get clean breaks from him. Now look at this headlock by Orion James, but Lido gets out of it, whips him to the ropes, drop down, leapfrog, and oh my god, a warning shot by Orion James. I was not expecting that. Usually he throws that later on in the match to cold cock his opponents, but that was more or less a warning shot to ORJ. Oh, and a forearm by ORJ, but it doesn't do much to Lido. Next one turns him around. But Lido, oh! Absolutely socks him with that forearm and makes him drop to his knee. I backs him into the corner, or against the ropes rather. Lido telling him off, and now he Irish whips him into the opposite corner and goes for a knee strike, but Orion James dodges it. And a snap suplex. Goes for the cover. Oh, kick out at 1. Good lord, that chop was brutal. Orion James telling him to come on. Oh, look at this flurry of forearms. 4 forearms straight to the face. And another one backs him into the corner. He Irish whips him to the opposite corner. Now he's telling him off. Chop to the chest. Oh, and another one. And another one. Good lord. It seems like Lido Deck has something personal against Orion James. And oh my god, knee strike early on in this match. Lido Deck is holding absolutely nothing back. You'd think he would go for the cover right now, but he's not. He's just taunting the crowd and, in a way, taunting Orion James. And he goes for a headlock, taking a book out of his last opponent, Chase Dunn's page, but Orion James gets out of it. Chop to the chest. Brutal chop there. Now kick to the leg. combination here by Orion James. Misses the leg sweep. Kick to the leg. Lito Deck looks to follow up with the clothesline. No, shoulder block by Orion James. And a leg sweep finally takes him down. Now he drags him into the middle there. Double boots down to the face. Looks to follow up with a sliding forearm, but he misses. Oh, knee to the gut. Makes him sit down. Looks for a penalty kick. He misses. Oh, look at this roll up by Orion James. 1, 2, kick out. Now look at this. Turns him around. Backslide roll up. 1, 2, on a kick out. And now they stare each other off. What a sequence between these two. It seems like they have something personal against each other, and I'm not quite sure what. Oh, slap to the face by Lito Deck backs Orion James in the corner. Now he keeps telling him off, and I'm not sure what Lito Deck is saying to him, but it seems like he's accusing him of something, and Orion James was telling him no. Now he forearms to the face. No time for pointless squabble right now. There's a match going on. Looks for a drop kick, but he misses. Oh, and a forearm makes Orion James fall almost unconscious. Oh, look at this. Oh, another cold-cocked forearm. Now he drags him back into the middle of the ring and follows up with a knee strike, completing the Royal Crush combo. On a kick out by Orion James. A lot of brutal strikes to the head. Something about Lito Deck throwing all these brutal strikes early on is signaling to me that Lito has something against Orion James. This is more than just advancing to the PWR World title. Now he's setting up in the corner here. What could he be looking to do? Puts him in that same corner. Oh, kick to the leg. A stomp to the leg. Now he's going to do a leg stomp combo, one of the signature things he's done, but he's doing it quicker than normal. Now, if you think about it, he doesn't go for the legs very often, but the more you destroy his legs, oh good lord, the more you destroy his legs, it's harder for him to kick out. Backs up real far in. Oh, a straight slap to the face. Utter disrespect from Lito Deck. Orion James has been wrestling longer than Lito Deck, and you'd think this is a signal of disrespect from Lito. However, I don't think this is a case of him just doing this disrespect a veteran. I think he was doing this out of sheer spite. Oh no, he's in sublime position. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was not a penalty kick. That was a straight knee to the cranium. Oh, and he falls up again. He is absolutely decapitating Orion James. Oh my god. 3 in a row. Absolutely rock Orion James. And he's still not going for the cover, and you have to wonder why. He could easily pin him right now. Orion James has to be knocked out unconscious. But Lito's just looking to do more damage for some reason. There's throat slashing and... oh my god! Drop kick, cracking the back of Orion James' neck. And he's kicking the skin flakes off of his feet onto Orion James. Good god, Lito Deck is just... he's just brutalizing Orion James. The chances for ORJ winning this match are looking really bleak right now. Oh my god, Orion James still kicks out. How on earth? 3 brutal penalty knee strikes, a drop kick to the back of the neck, and a snap German suplex still doesn't put ORJ away. And I have to figure it's because he's been taking too long and taking his time. Now look at this. Orion James come back out of nowhere with a backflip and then a running clothesline. Orion James getting a second wind about halfway point, if this isn't the end yet. 2 drop kicks. Get Lito Deck down. This is what Orion James has to do at this point in the match. He has to go balls to the wall to make sure he keeps Lito Deck down. And Lito Deck doesn't get more strikes in on him. Missile drop kick straight to the face. 1, 2. Oh, a kick out by Lito Deck. 2 3/4. Orion James could be setting up for something real big here. What could he be setting up for? He's got on the front face lock. Moves him by the arm and knee stomp to the arm. Now he's going to follow up with a butterfly arm lock. Maybe he's looking to submit Lito Deck. He does have quite skinny arms. It could be very easy for him to snap it. Lito Deck struggling to get out of it, and he's getting out. And he's just socking him in the temple. Easy advantage for the Lito Deck. Chop to the chest and a smack straight to the face, puts him in the corner. Oh God, oh no. Decapitate her, go God. Neck and head have to be in the worst pain right now for Orion James. Kick to the gut. Well, he's looking up for another slap, but no, Orion James kicks him in the face. Orion James running back elbow strike. Orion James bounces off the ropes and gets another elbow strike. This is absolutely what ORJ has to do. He has to make sure he's on Lito all the time. He dodges the back elbow again, kicks him into the corner. And the same leg he was working earlier stomps into the mat. Kneecap first. Oh, he puts him against the ropes and leg drop to the back of the neck. Lito Deck is holding absolutely nothing back. Front roll neck breaker. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks out. Oh, he punishes him for kicking out by just driving his knee into the back. Oh God, no. Oh my God, jeez. Stomping on the back of the neck. It's cringeworthy to watch the Lito Deck. Oh, and he's looking to set up for his signature running knee strike. No more games, misses. Oh, look at this. He's gone by the back of the neck. Puts him against the ropes. What could ORJ be setting up for here? Enziguri knocks him over the top rope, looking for... Oh my God, he went for a suicide dive. But Lito Deck responded by just straight uppercutting him in the face. Now Lito Deck's punches aren't as good as his forearms and knee strikes. That's why he doesn't do them often. So that's why he's about to follow up with another knee strike to the face. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, how's it not it yet? How is ORJ able to resist this offense by Lito Deck? He's slashing his throat again. Lito Deck saying this has to be the end now. Clothesline. Another. And oh, he misses the third. Knee strike to the gut by ORJ. And a super kick. Quickly followed up. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks out. Kick to the back. ORJ hasn't exactly been able to go for a whole lot of technical offense here, and maybe that's why Lito's been so intense. And 450 splash. Orion James really worn down in this match so far. 1, 2. Oh, a kick out by Lito. Now, Lito has also been doing some technical offense in this, in case you haven't noticed. And it's hard to notice because he's only been doing absolutely brutal strikes to the head. He's also targeted the back and the leg. As he kicks the leg of ORJ, looks for the concussion buster. The ORJ gets out of it. And a clothesline for extra measure. Both of these men going to absolute war with each other. Oh, suicide dive by Orion James. Orion James is incredibly hyped up, despite the amount of absolute trauma he has received to his head. Now he throws him back into the ring. He goes for the cover. I'm not sure how smart it is. He gave him some time to recover. Lito kicks out right after two, as I was saying. Oh, look at this. Oh, went for the sliding forearm. He missed earlier, and he still missed. Now he's caught him. Sidewinder suplex. Drops him on the back of his neck and on his upper back. Now look at this. Lito Deck going up top. He is a cruiserweight. He's used to this 5-star frog splash. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, he still kicks out. This has been one of the most intense matches I have ever called before. And now look at this, Lito Deck pinning after every move he throws at this point, just so he could try to get the victory here. And look at this. Headlock driver. Chase Dunn's God's plan. But he still kicks out at 2. Maybe he's doing that to make fun of the person he last beat, Chase Dunn. Except he didn't throw it quite like Chase Dunn, which is why ORJ still kicked out at 2. And oh no, not again. Oh my god, that one was just a penalty kick at this point, not a knee strike. And you don't even need to do much to damage ORJ's cranium. I'm sure he almost has a broken skull, and oh my god, now he must have a crater in his skull with that hip toss knee strike. And now he's looking for extra measure. He's looking for no more games. Things are looking bleak for ORJ. His opportunity could be slipping away, and Stormbreaker! Stormbreaker out of nowhere! Oh my god, ORJ gets the victory! What a surprise! Out of nowhere, Stormbreaker gets ORJ the victory. The crowd is going wild. Everyone was certain Lito Deck was going to win in dominating fashion, but ORJ was able to pull through. I still have to wonder, why was Lito Deck going so brutal? What does he have against the 8-bit phenomenon? As you can see, Lito Deck hitting up after that brutal match, and clearly ORJ doesn't have anything against Lito. He's offering a handshake. Is he going to take the handshake? What the lights just went out. Oh god. Oh no, I think I know who's coming up. Oh my god. ORJ has left the ring, and all that's left in there is Dead Zone. Dead Zone has stalked Lito Deck recently, and you gotta wonder what he's here for. What's this? Lito's not leaving the ring. I don't think this is a smart idea, Lito. Oh, he's telling Dead Zone off, and oh my god, he slapped Dead Zone. Lito's standing off against Dead Zone, and oh, that's not a smart idea. That's not a smart idea at all. Oh my god. Somebody get security out of here. Dead Zone cannot interrupt this match, or interrupt, oh my god, the aftermath of this match right now. He's just picking the bones of Lito at this point. Oh my god. Oh, he deadlifts him and just spikes him against the mat with a power bomb. I think we're gonna need to get a shovel to peel Lito off the mat. We'll be back in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We need to take care of the situation in the ring. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry for the short break. We had to get Lito Deck out of the ring and into medical attention right now, which he is currently at. And Dead Zone! Dead Zone! I know what you want. I know your motives, I know what you're here for. You're here for that world championship. You're here to get that world championship and dominate this promotion. And you see me as an obstacle, as a threat. That's why you just took me out. You want me out of your way, buddy. I'm staying well in your way. I just spoke to Anthony Paul, and you have a match against me at New Beginning for the world title contendership. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I guess the Lito Deck clearly irritated and frustrated at getting destroyed by Dead Zone just a minute ago and losing his match, but now we have another match to add to New Beginning in the form of Dead Zone versus the Lito Deck and a #1 contendership match. And he says that he claims that Dead Zone wants to get that title, and I'm not sure how smart it is to give him that opportunity and challenge him in a contendership match. In any case, it's time to set up for our main event tonight. A first time matchup between Aaron Slade and Rob Kamen. A match that is main event worthy of any show, anywhere, even in pay-per-views. I am immensely excited to see these two veterans go up against each other. These two are one of the longest standing wrestlers on our roster, both having been here for either near or over a decade. Now here we go. Rob came in, Aaron Slade, who will go to face Orion James for the world title at New Beginning. Telling him to bring it on, to go, the collar elbow tie-up. He's got a wrist lock here, wrenching it. Now he drops him to his knee and gets an arm lock. Now Slade gets his own arm bar here, wearing him down, wrenching on it hard. And Rob Kamen rolls out. Interesting clash of styles between these two. Rob Kamen is of the most skilled brawlers in the world, while Aaron Slade, I fancy him of a hybrid wrestler, having been able to show that he can go the rounds in any type of wrestling. He is very, very well-rounded. In terms of who has the advantage here, I can't quite say who, because both of these have all of the momentum in the world. And oh, look at that, a slap by Rob Kamen. Forearm to the face, forearm by Rob Kamen. And look at this striking flurry into the corner, goes for the kick. But Aaron Slade rolls out and goes for the two slaps, and a running forearm into the corner. He's going to fall up early on in the match. Knee washing his face. He goes for the cover. That caught Rob Kamen off guard. 1, 2. Rob Kamen kicks out a little after 2. After being caught off guard from that early strong strike. Oh, wow, look at this. Rob Kamen firing back off. Drop down, leapfrog, and a shoulder block, taking down Aaron Slade, and he goes for the cover. Kick out at 1. Now Aaron Slade has gone back to no longer using dastardly ways. He appreciates the fans. He appreciates the position he's in. After even losing to Lido Deck at Wild Card, he even offered a moment of gratitude, saying that was the best match he was ever in. Now the crowd absolutely loves Slade, and Slade loves the crowd, and look at this double boot stomp, neck snap combo. Goes for the cover. Kicks out. Now, even though he is on the good side again, he does tend to show his cockiness, of course, as being the Sladey's man. And as you saw earlier, he likes to fire off with slaps still and some cocky moves. As that's just him, that's just his personality. Now Rob Kamen getting out with some elbows from that headlock. Some kicking strikes there. He throws him down, kick to the back. Elbow drop to the back. Now he drags him over into the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover. Kick out. Now he's going to elbow him in the trapezius area and on the shoulder and the pec. Rob Kamen in good positioning right now. Oh, misses the forearm strike, and oh, quick knee strike by Aaron Slade. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, kick out. Appears I am losing my voice tonight. There has been incredible action all throughout the night, especially in the last match. Look at that shin breaker, follow up with a dragon screw. Rob Kamen propping himself up in the corner. Forearm to the face, and oh, look at this. Oh my god, dangerous DDT onto the apron, spiking him. Rob Kamen being known as the person you have to kill to keep down. But oh, as I was saying, suicide dive by Rob Kamen. Pulling some tricks out of his pocket to stay in this match even after that brutal DDT. Rob Kamen putting the R in resiliency. 1, 2, kicks out. Oh, look at this, he's got him suplex position. Maybe he was going for the ego killer, but Slade gets out of it. Now look at this, Northern Lights suplex. An impressive athleticism, keeps waist control and goes for another. And off of the bridge, Rob Kamen just barely kicks out. After that sudden flurry into the suicide dive, seems like he's been worn down, but look at this, he's still getting back up. Back elbow, the other one. Ducks under, and a jumping clothesline. Puts Slade into the corner. Rob Kamen backing himself up for all the momentum. Spear into the corner. And a hesitation drop kick. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks out. Now he's setting him up. Rob Kamen in firm control of this match right now. He's made it this far, and he is determined to go all the way. And as he says, it has begun as he dodges that knee strike, and another Northern Light suplex by Slade keeps Rob Kamen down. And he lands his own knee strike. Now the control is back into Slade's position. Puts him in the corner, running forearm strike. And he clubs down Rob Kamen to make sure he gets down. As you can see, he was getting back up. Kick out at 2.5. Less high-paced action than the last match. Still pretty intense action as he puts him in the corner. But Rob Kamen reverses it and puts him in the corner. He's telling him to come on, and now he's going with a signature strike into the corner. Signature combo of strikes with the right hands and now the left foots to the face. Now, running forearm takes him out. Now, Slade rolls out of the ring. Rob Kamen could be looking for another suicide dive. But look at this, Slade slides into the ring and, cold cocked forearm. Signature maneuver of Aaron Slade, and he follows up with an elbow drop for extra measure. He goes for the cover. Kick out at 2.5. Kicking him in the back, punishing him for kicking out. He gets Rob Kamen up. Slade Blade! And now I think he could be setting up for a pretty boy package pile driver. Oh no, he catches the kick, setting up for it. And a dragon screw takes down Aaron Slade. He sits him up, stands him up. He's looking for the Ego Killer. He's looking for Ego Killer, and look at this. Slade caught himself on the feet. He's got him in a sleeper hold, and he traps him by the waist. Sleeper hold held in tight. We could be looking at a tap out here. The ref in real good position to see if Rob Kamen's going to give up, but I don't think that's the case. Rob Kamen refuses to give up. Slade looks like he refuses to let go. And it's synced in real tight. The hand all the way back behind the head. He is in good position, restricting the air going to his brain, but Rob Kamen gets out and uses his cranium to get out. With a headbutt, misses the forearm, and slingshot Slade Blade, springboard Slade Blade, excuse me, he goes for the cover. 1, 2, and he kicks out just barely, right before 3. Incredible match going on here. Impressive display of Rob Kamen's resiliency. Now Slade, he's putting him in the corner. He could be looking for the Canadian Destroyer. He used this to take out Wayne Watson. Oh, look at this, Rob Kamen caught him. Air raid neck breaker. Crunching the back of the neck of Slade. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Just barely kicks out. Rob Kamen looking on in shock. Now what could he be looking for here? Turns him around. Bombs over Bricktown. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. He kicks out still. Both of these men incredibly determined to finally get that coveted World Championship spot. Rob Kamen, in my opinion, is more hungry, as he hasn't held one before. He misses the drop kick. Now look at this. He's got it. He's got it. Pretty boy package pile driver. He drags him smack dab in the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God. Rob Kamen still kicks out. course, it's a maneuver people have kicked out of before, but it's rarely kicked out of. And Rob Kamen is going the rounds here tonight. Now Slade, he's going up top. He's beckoning him to get up. What could he be looking for? He goes for a dive and... oh, chin check! Chin check from out of the sky. Swatting him out of the air with the chin check. And now he's setting up for the end. Sublime position. Ego killer! 1, 2, 3. Rob Kamen advances to the World Championship final match to face Orion James. Oh my God! Rob Kamen victorious in this legendary dream match to go on to another legendary dream match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for you tonight. Stay tuned for all the match cards of New Beginning, and then after that, we will have backstage comments with Rob Kamen. Thank you for tuning in.
That's why they ain't got no heart in what they write. I walk with my head up and down to go head up. You can't walk the talk, then homeboy.
Rob Kamen, you have punched your ticket in for our first pay-per-view, New Beginning, and it's for the World Heavyweight Championship match. How does it feel?
How do I feel? I feel relieved, knowing that I'm one step closer to not only grabbing the brass ring, but ripping it off the ceiling altogether. See, I've been in this business almost a decade, and to get an opportunity as big as this, my confidence is off the charts right now. That's how I'm feeling, to be honest.
We also found out within the same episode that your opponent is Orion James, which makes this a big-time dream match for the world title. How are you feeling about that?
To call it a dream match, that's an understatement. I've been following Orion James' entire career, and I'm sure he's been following mine. If anything, I'm impressed by what he's done to make himself known in this industry. I see quite a bit of myself in him. So, for this to be a dream match, understatement or not, I agree. And at the same time, now that he and I are both in a high stakes position, I get to see what he's really about. I get to see how hungry he really is to be world champion. But at the same time, he gets to see my insatiable hunger to be the top guy, to be the best. And not only this company, but in this business as a whole.
There was 16 competitors in this tournament for our world title. Is there anyone you haven't faced you may have wanted to face for the world championship?
The 16 that I faced, there's a lot of guys I'd want to be in the ring with for that strap. I'll take on anyone and everyone just to be able to prove to the world that I am what I say I am.
Lastly, you have a reputation of being the most criminally underrated wrestler in this community. You have been quite a few places, but frankly haven't gotten the same opportunities you have here. Are there any words to the doubters now that you are in this position?
The doubters, huh? I've had quite a few in my career. And you also mentioned previous employers. It's interesting you'd say that, but yeah, there is one thing or two I'd like to say to all of them. First off, to the doubters, to everyone who's passed me by or looked me over, I have two words for you. Thank you. Because your doubt, your honestly indignant, out of line doubt and hatred towards me has made me a better man and a better wrestler. And to the previous employers who quite honestly didn't know how to book me, I say this. I am the same guy who is as hungry now as I was back in 2009 when absolutely no one knew who I was. I'm that same guy who would just as soon as kick your head off as I would shake your hand. I am that same guy who put his heart and soul into every match, day in and day out. I am that same guy who's willing to go through everyone and everything to be the best. I am still and always will be that chin-checking, ego-killing, Bricktown-born son of a gun that will not die. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the difference between me and everyone else. It always has been. So to the doubters, to the critics, to everyone past and present who couldn't see my value in this industry, look at me now. To sum it up in 3 simple words, it has begun.